Hello, everyone. I'm Fox Psycher, your host with the most fur, and this is day 25 of our 30 days of Halloween. Only 5 days left. That's insane. We'll have a new poll open up for what we play Wednesday, but that's only 2 days, right? I think we might just do Fierce Fathom, but we'll see. Basically, I just wanted to make sure we weren't always playing the same thing. And I know you guys love your FNAF and all that stuff, so I didn't want to, you know, ruin the vibe. We'll still be going back to FNAF Security Breach on Monday. So don't leave me, man. Don't desubscribe. There's plenty more FNAF coming, I swear. But so there's that. So feel free to talk at any time, and yeah, let's continue playing Control, shall we? It's been a while since I played this game, so I might be um, what do you call it? Improficient. I might not remember everything I'm supposed to do, but um, you're gonna buy a bass guitar. That sounds awesome. I love bass. Do you already know how to play, or are you just buying something to tinker with? That definitely works. Bass is probably one of the most easy to pick up, I think, in my opinion anyway. I mean, it could be a different case, I don't know. But as far from memory that I can think of, bass is pretty easily picked up. Hmm. I'm slightly confused. Maybe I'm supposed to go up or go into the shelter. Search for a way into the maintenance sector, it says. Hmm. That's true. Only 4 strings, but you got a lot of frets too, so there's that to
Singing.
consider.
Someone's singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator. Where's it coming from? I'll go look.
It's from the elevator. Hmm. 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 That's not an elevator. Do I teleport there? Well, as long as you know basic notes and stuff. Well, I mean, it could be easy, but it's the easier one since there's no chords to really learn. I mean, there is, but most people just, you know, most people play one string and a fret at a time, you know.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
I've been playing guitar for uh, since I was like 13, so I guess gosh, 30 years now? Has it really been that long? Oof.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ati here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was
With
Ati.
bass, it's more like
It
getting
felt
that
like he made
bass
the
line
elevator appear that took me to
rip,
Trench's office.
rift through,
Is Ati guiding me too?
or riff. I suppose. I mean, it was difficult at the beginning, and I did have lessons later on that my grandma paid for, but I don't know how much it helped. I kind of just wanted to play Green Day stuff, and he wanted to teach me something cool. I kind of. But, I mean, over time with practice and everything, I was able to get pretty good. I mean, I'm no, Led Zeppelin or anything, but
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
But speaking of bass, my one of my exes from a long time ago, I taught her how to play bass a bit, and she never really played an instrument before. So if she can pick it up, I mean, pretty much anybody can. Guitar's a little bit trickier. Wow, this game is pretty cool. There's a lot of them. Well, hey, it's never too late to pick up a new talent. I support that. Find people willing to try new things like that.
What's down
Be
that way?
very cool people. I'm happy too. You showing up shows that, the algorithm works. I was worried for a while. I mean, I always had a pretty good track record as far as views and stuff, but
You got the job.
I
It's
didn't really
place
start
for
picking up in subs
congratulations.
until you came along.
Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is,
I think
I've been
part
a
of it might
janitor.
have to do with the hashtags
More
I
cool in
used.
that role than as the
Like when
director.
I put FNAF on there,
Only Ati here
suddenly I
seems to
got
see
like
that.
5 extra
Yeah,
people just
hi.
stopping by.
Look,
But
we need to get the lockdown lifted. Otherwise, I can't get to the other sectors.
I don't really want to
Can you
be a
help me get to
Five
the
Nights at
override?
Freddy's channel,
Yes,
but I'll let my
yes.
son do
Easy
videos
peasy.
about that, I
It's
figure.
just around the corner. But
It's
first,
been a fun experiment this year
we
trying
need
out
to
this
get
new
you
channel.
working. Very small couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
I did notice there's like another Foxx
I can
gaming
tell you are not
channel
yesterday's
and like
grasses, son. That's
a
why
couple
you'll make a
others that
great
kind of
assistant.
seem similar but aren't me.
Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table.
But that's okay, I'm one of a kind.
This house has a vermin problem. A bad
And I like my
They've
profile
already
picture
messed
too.
up the cooling pumps. And the
Good friend of
power
mine made that for me.
generators of a power plant, Perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't
Could
you
be,
worry.
but it
I've
wouldn't
left
hype
you
this
clear
channel up
instructions.
much.
You'll catch the end of the thread before I
I
come
was
to my
gonna give
vacation.
my son my
The words on the
Thursday slot
dashboard here. You can do later.
for videos and
when you
just do
have time.
my highlight videos on the
Vacation.
weekends.
Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it.
To include him a little bit, but also be able to do my own thing.
You better go now, so you
The
don't have to run
FNAF
with
people
your
can
head
come
as
on
you get laid.
Thursdays.
The door
Watch
in
my
the back
son.
leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ati.
And one of the good things about being such a small channel is that there's still room to experiment. I'm not locked into any specific
Yep.
kind of thing. He is. He's a good kid.
Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all.
I raised him right, or at least I hope so.
Burn it into a reindeer. Not
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
I've seen some of the other kids he goes to school with, and honestly, he's a lot more well behaved and considerate. Every time I go like talk to one of his teachers, they're always like, "He's a delight to have in class." So I must be doing something right. I've always tried to support his fandoms and his likes and stuff like that and his talents. Like he's actually a pretty good artist. And I'm always like, well, I'd like to see more of your drawings, man. He's even drawing a comic book right now. It's a little crude, but I can see, some wheels working there. A drawing channel. I thought about doing that too. Which is funny. I mean, I have all kinds of talents, and my son does too. But I can draw, I can play guitar and do music, and I'm half decent at video games.
Hey, are you new? Go talk
I,
to Chief
I'm an
Arisha.
author for a living, so it's a vibe. Speaking of, my fourth book is delayed for a little bit, but it won't be for long. Just like a week or two. Aw. Yeah, when I was younger and, a little later, I tried a few comic books of my own. Most of them never made it anywhere, but there was one that I did for a while called The Current. I never sold it professionally or anything, but I had like a good 10, 15 issues of that made. That was quite a while ago. And ever since I broke my right hand temporarily, I haven't been able to draw for as long periods of time, but I'm still pretty good. It was a passion of mine. I wanted to be a comic book artist when I grew up, but it just never kind of turned out that way. It turns out I'm a far better writer than I am an artist. So, it's kind of strange too. I had never broken a bone before until that day when my ex was ticking me off and I punched the ground and I ended up with a boxer's fracture in two places in my hand. It's like the first time I ever broke a bone, and I was like 30 something. But I did a whole lot of like, sorry. But I'd skateboard and stuff. And oh, have I? Yeah, probably. Yeah, the ground one, but Yeah, I'd never really broken a bone. I'd skateboarded before, dirt biked, all these kinds of stuff that could have broken my bones, but I just never did before then. Yep, ground one, Fox zero. Hmm. I must need to go above. Let's see. Fox Psycher is a pen name that I made years ago. As far back as I've been drawing comics, really. I got Fox from watching way too much. Yeah, I got Fox from watching way too much, what do you call it? X-Files. You know, like Fox Mulder. And then, Psycher, I think I remember I got that name out of, yeah, I got Psycher out of a newspaper, I think. It was like somebody's last name, and I'm like, oh, that's a cool name. Hmm. But I just kind of put the two together. To be fair, too, my actual name is pretty generic. So there's like thousands of people in all kinds of creative fields and sports with my actual name. But there's only one Fox Psycher on the planet, and that's what makes me unique. Ha. Well, don't dox me or anything, but my real name is Michael Flynn. It's a very Irish name. There's an author. There's several athletes with that name, and yeah. Hmm. I am confused. Flynn, Flynn. Like, if you Google that name, there's like hundreds of them. But if you Google Fox Psycher, I'm pretty much the only guy who comes up. Hi there, Toby. Yeah, it's uniquely me, I suppose. And even throughout much of my life, people have always called me Fox. Well met, Toby. How are you today, this Sunday evening?
Ma'am, if you're here to help, you should speak with Chief Arish. He's in the security booth.
He's in the security booth. Where's that at, then? Oh, okay.
Man,
Here's security.
hey. Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just...
Oh, yeah?
Oh, hang on, you're the
Awesome.
It's a pleasure.
Good timing, then. I'm glad you
Let's skip the
you
formalities,
showed up.
please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps.
I try
and
to
power
be
converters.
you know,
The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep
consistent.
before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing. Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack.
Yeah, my evening's
Wasn't
going
size,
pretty well.
Dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling, he's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities.
I'm the
and how he
best
only had
live.
one large-scale HRA, but that he needed
Well, I
someone
try.
else.
I tried to at
Still,
least be
he gave us
entertaining,
these
you know.
personal HRAs before he left.
Anybody can play a video game, but it's another to interact with people at the same time, and,
Darling
you
knew
know,
that
it
his was coming.
requires
Listen,
some kind of
I
talent,
love
I would
playing 20
imagine.
questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows.
One of
I'll
the
have my guys unlock the doors
tips
out
I
here.
remember seeing
I'll take care
online
of it.
about when you're
You stay
streaming
and keep the hiss
content
away from the plant if
is
you
you
can.
really don't want to have a
Hiss?
lot of
Calling him? Oh, that's catchy.
silent
Listen, the radios aren't
air
working, so if
going
you find
on,
my
you
boss
know.
Salvador out there, could you please
You want to
ask
make
him
sure
what the
that you're
plan is?
talking
I'm
and
sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
speaking out your
Sure has a
observations,
lot
not
of faith in his
just...
boss.
Try to stay alive.
not just game, because, you know, anybody can just game, but
Blockages in pipe C through F. Is the clock back? Now.
Itching for
fix
some
the
real
coolant
action.
pumps. We can do that. I just wish I had more to say sometimes, but oops. Let's see. It almost looks like it can go through the janitor's office. I don't know. Let's see. I have to go the other way first. I've actually never beaten this game before, or even really played it other than with the stream. Oh, to be fair, it's like 9 o'clock my time, so ish. So morning could be anywhere east of me, really. I think part of the cool thing is about YouTube and social media and stuff is that you get to meet people from all over the world. Okay, let's see. Can't go that way. So I must have through the control room, maybe? Energy converters? Yeah, fix it in the sea. Australia! Man, I actually love this combat. Aw, thanks. Why is there no wallaby emoji? Right? Let's see. I'm decent at video games enough to pick up just about anything, and I like all kinds of genres. Sometimes they're not too hard to figure out. Sometimes they take more thinking. Let's see. I wouldn't even know how to start a petition for that, but I'd be down. I'd even make a communal thing out of it. Like, come on, guys, let's vote in the wallaby, man. The wallaby emoji. That way I can combine wallaby with a baby and, like, do that whole joke. Really not sure how I'm supposed to fix stuff. Maybe if I ever get enough subs or whatever, and I can make badges or whatever, I'll make a wallaby badge. Hmm. Yeah, I'm dying. Huh. I'll have to look that up. I never considered that before. Yeah. Hmm. Maybe that? Nope. I'm not exactly sure why the room is hurting me. I just think it's just messed up by whatever phenomenon is happening in the area. But I can't seem to figure out how to do what I need to do. Hmm. Because that's not opening that way. It had a hitbox there, but I don't think I'm supposed to just... Hmm. Oh! Okay, that makes sense.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old Twig pants inside the plant has a shit fit.
Oops. Wait. Ah, dang it. I wasn't playing it careful. I was being sneaky. Yeah. It doesn't seem like too difficult, though. I was just not using my brain very well for that. I was thinking of doing like the Stanley Parable next month, but I don't know if it exactly fits with what I normally do. But I hear a lot of good things about it, and I plan to play it eventually anyway, so. I usually stream 3 times a week. Three different games. Sometimes I play them all the way through, sometimes I don't. It all just depends. But I want to do more events like this, and I'm of course still doing all the From Software Return to events. Yeah, the blue shards are essentially health, which I haven't been losing very much of, at least this time around. Okay. Okay. Okay, there's another one of those boxes. Critique. Looking around, see what else. Okay, so that opens that door. I do like first-person shooters. But if I had to pick a favorite, I'd say Souls-likes are my favorite. And that's actually kind of a recent thing. But I do especially love RPGs. That's more my thing. But horror games are definitely games that I'm not used to, and I've been playing a lot of them lately. Like I beat Resident Evil 2 not that long ago. And Until Dawn, several others. Alan Wake Remastered, which is sort of kind of prequel to this game, I'm told. Hmm. Oh, yeah. I suppose that's part of it. But I do like shooters and stuff like that. And,
Power fixed. Now let's fix the pumps and water flow.
okay. No. I don't actually own a gun in real life. I, for some reason, never really had much call for one or use for one. I know how to shoot them, and I'm actually pretty good with them. And I used to have like a BB gun as a kid and stuff, but as far as now, nah. Wait. Running around like a chicken with its head cut off. I want to see if I can get into that back room up here. Yes. Ha. Well, I think the U.S. gets a lot of what do you call it? A perception that we're like, you know, gun heavy, or that everybody everywhere has one. But it's not quite like that. It's sometimes recommended because, you know, so many people have them, but for the most part, you know, it's not as sensationalized as the news and media likes to put it. We're not all Texas. And it's not like, you know, despite all these protests and stuff happening too, we're not really as a violent nation as you would think. Explode! Like, unless if you're in like one of the major cities that have crime problems, like New York or Chicago or LA, you probably won't ever encounter somebody with a gun, and you probably won't be robbed or anything. But most people are pretty chill. Disneyland used to be okay. Anaheim, part of California, used to be okay. Just, don't go around LA or tick off the wrong people. But like I said, I think the news likes to make people think that we're like always, having guns and stuff. I didn't expect these guys to respawn, but okay. Odd how. I'm curious. I mean, I rarely get the outside perspective, unless if you live here, you never really know what it's like, right? I imagine Australia is kind of the same way. For Americans, anyway. Expectations of what it's like. I imagine a lot of Americans think Australia is like, all what Crocodile Dundee sold it as. Bunch of tribes and vast wilderness. I mean, it probably does have a lot of wilderness, but I mean, yeah, I can see what you mean by psyops.
Look alive. Director on deck.
See, you all think America's scary. You guys have every single animal that wants you dead. Like, don't even know. Yeah, I have to get to the right area before the explodey guys come out. Here we go. This way. My sense of direction isn't too great today. Yeah, like the most we have to worry about in America as far as animals are like rattlesnakes and some spiders. Not very many though. True. Most dangerous animal in the world is humans. How many of these are there gonna be, man? I have to be very careful with my bullets. Here. Are they gonna keep respawning? That'd be bad. Okay. Let me check that. I probably should use it more. It's been like a week since I last played. But I probably should use telepathy more. You're right. I haven't been using it that much.
Power cut. Replace the parts.
Jaden is going as the guy off of Scream. I don't know what it is. Ghostface, I guess his name is officially. Yo! Cal Kestis! What's up? Good to see you again. All my regulars are popping back in. Yeah, scary movie. Scream. It actually might be titled Scary Movie in Other Countries. Because that's the original title, I guess, was Scary Movie. I know we have Scary Movie, the movie, but... originally, Scream was titled that. Yeah, I guess it's an instinct of mine to just, shoot stuff. Yeah, 7 watching, 3 people actively talking. This is great. Yeah, it's the American instinct.
This place is gonna come down.
For America. Oh. If aliens actually existed, there's 100% chance that America would shoot them even if they were peaceful. Yeah,
Fix it fast.
I'm glad you were able to catch me live. I'm trying to do it more often, and you guys give me a lot of inspiration to do that. And I think, it wouldn't be too hard for me to stream nearly every day, but as far as my schedule goes, I can only afford to do about 2-3 hours a day or night. I wish I could do, like, Asmongold and do, like, 12 hours a day, but I just can't do that. But I will, I mean, I have been asked before if I'll ever do a 12-hour stream. And I think it's a cool idea. I'd like to give that a shot. I don't know what I'd play, but I'd like to give that a shot one of these times. Hmm. Um, Part of it is the editing process. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So unless if I'm satisfied for how the book turned out, you know. I just won't release it until I'm happy with it, and I'm almost never happy with it. But I am almost done though. I've got like 6 chapters to edit left, and then I am set for publishing. Yep. An artist is always their worst critic. There, I'm using more psychic powers. Okay, let's see. Carefully observe our environment. I hope so. I don't think I've ran into a boss yet in this game. I might have and just forgot, but it seems to be more about the exploration and generalized stuff. Seems there's probably more power grids somewhere. Or places to put blocks. I'm not seeing right this second. Right? You do have a point. You got that one hooked up. Okay, so each of these should be a power thing. That makes sense. My books are on thewood.webador.com. I could probably link that here in a few minutes. Or you can just Google Foxx and Entity of the Wood, and some of my other books should come up, I think. The physical copies are a bit pricey, and I am working on that. But the digital copies are pretty cheap. I kept them low. And I could probably be talked into possibly giving out some digital copies free here in the future, at the very least. I don't know about physical ones, but They take a lot to publish. Okay, so I need one more pump. Got that one. I think I got this one. Let's check. No, I didn't. Okay. That's the one I need.
Shit. What now?
My old enemy, the Group, is blocking the pipes. You need to do that shit. He's very good.
Investigate what's blocking the pipe.
He got him caught with his hand in the fish trap. Get rid of him.
Okay. Into the pipe works we go. Gross. Ah. Well, that wasn't the way to do it. As to answer your question about what the book's about, that's harder to say, but it's kind of like it's book 4 of the series that I'm working on, and it's a the best way I can describe it is like if Left Behind was written by H.P. Lovecraft. It's a end times narrative, but nobody's ever written it like I do. And it's not purely biblical. I incorporate a lot of stuff from all over the world and try to make it as unique as possible. But also as deep as possible. I've done a lot of research for it, and it's truly my magnum opus at the beginning, which everybody told me don't start with a series, but it's the story I wanted to tell, you know?
What the hell is that?
And I'm not monetized or anything, so, I mean, it's a way to support me if you really want, but I'm not gonna, like, beg you guys or anything. I'd be doing this even if I had 0 subs, you know? And I'd still be writing even if nobody ever read it. But, you know, you don't make it if you don't try, right? You can't be published if you never publish and all that jazz. Shoot those little pimples, I guess. Kind of Resident Evil vibes. Okay.
I don't like that sound.
Yeah, I don't very much like that sound much either. But it looks like I declogged everything, so. time to head back out. But after this fourth book is released, I'm going to work on making new versions, second editions that are smaller in size as far as physicality, you know, because these are big books. I'll have to show you guys one day. But they're not normal sized books. They're like comic book sized 400 plus page novels right now. And that's a big ask for a lot of people, and I get that. To read all that. I'm pretty confident that once people do read my books, they'll love it. I don't know if I'd call myself a genius, but yeah, there's that. I'm just checking around. I'm not sure what to do. Oh, right. I can finally probably plug in that one now. That one's plugged in. Probably this one over here. So what do you guys like to do for fun? What are your guys' hobbies?
Let's go lift the lockdown.
Okay, back to the control room. Well, I can no longer go that way, it looks like. Oh boy. Boss fight. I don't have a lot of health to fart around with either. This is... Shoot. Shoot. Meditating is good. There he is. Again, I don't have a lot of health left. Did I get him? I did. Yay. Okay. Yeah, I can see how useful eating can be. I like this game's graphics and presentation. Remedy usually does a good job in that department. Sometimes they get a little bit convoluted in their stories and stuff, but I do like Remedy as a company. Oh boy. Woo, more help. For America! Okay. I wonder where Dark Elf Female is tonight. I think the lowest setting actually. Maybe. Or normal. Easy. Normal. Usually, unless if I know how a game's gonna be, I tend to go either normal or easy, depending. But as I am a fan of Souls-like games, you know, how I feel about difficulty options depends on the game, you know. With Souls-likes, I kind of make my own difficulty.
What's your read on all this?
Energy conversion's well below.
When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
Okay.
I should be going. Try to stay
Right.
alive.
You gotta lock down the lift.
I can get behind that. I understand that. It does depend on the game. If I'm confident in it, I go for harder modes, or if it feels like I'm having too much of an easy time, I tend to increase difficulty.
Oh, this place is gonna come down.
By majority, though, I usually just I go for normal at first, just to get the feels. Here's that room again. Kind of. It does open a lot to exploration, but when it really wants you to do something, it kind of makes it difficult to do anything else besides go for your objective. It's kind of open zone, I would call it. Okay. Must be this way then. Ow! That hurt. I'm not in the right area, it looks like. Whoops! That wasn't the way to go. It looks like the control room. Oh, no. It must be on the floor above me. I think they do give them, but she hasn't unlocked them yet. Okay, control room is up. Okay. Lifts the internal lockdown using the directional override. Okay. Whatever that is. But sure. Yeah, so far the only powers we've unlocked is the telekinetic grab and the whole infinite bullets thing. Breaking stuff. Let's kill these guys again. Or excuse me, unalive. YouTube standards. Yeah, Gen Z standards. I like that. I'm almost Gen X, but I'm actually a millennial. I was born in '82. So I'm old. Here's the control room. Yeesh, my aim's a little off all of a sudden, though. Okay. Here we go. I'm not even 50. I'm 7 years away, though. I have to admit that 43 feels a bit older than 42. Like, I don't know why. But true, I'm not even 50 yet, and here I am saying that I'm old. Yeah, my son's all in the living room. You're not that old, Dad. The kid's 14. He'll be an adult in 4 years.
That's it.
Just thinking
The other
about
sector
that
should be
makes
open
me
now.
feel old.
I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it. You two should get to know each other.
But in... It certainly does. Let's see. As the song goes, time keeps on slipping into the future. Oh, wow. 6. That's a fun age. My niece is 4 or 5 right now. My sister's kid. And that still kind of weirds me out, thinking and knowing that my sister has a kid.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Let's talk, Emily.
Yes, of course.
Talk to
Listen,
Emily.
Emily. Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside. But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways.
That's true. She did wait a while.
After that, your people came. Tried to grab us.
She had to find the right guy.
I ran away.
I suppose.
They got Dylan.
Circumstances.
Bureau agents.
But her
took your
kid's
brother?
cute.
Yes. He covered it up. No one believed me.
I haven't seen her since she was really tiny,
I just
though,
want
my
to find
niece.
Dylan.
I'll
I've
have
been
to
looking
make
for him
out
ever
my way
since.
out to Eastern
What happened to
Washington
the
to
slide
go see her
projector?
again
It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it,
before the
Bureau.
kid gets too big.
along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the Ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there.
I have to admit, though, I haven't been paying
Can
much
you tell me
attention to the
more
lore
about
in
this
this game.
being you found?
Let's
All I
hope
can
you two
really
get
figure
along.
for sure is that
She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my
this
head.
building is kind of like
She led me to
haunted,
you.
sort of.
I
And
call her
it's got
Polaris.
some kind of anomalous
As
thing
in
that
a guiding
allows
star. Did
her
Polaris
to
know about
access
this?
some sort of
If she
telekinetic
got you in
abilities,
here, in
and
spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful.
it's
Which
kind of like
may help
Alan Wake. You
explain her
never
test
quite
results.
know for sure,
Drone
even if you're
readings
paying
are
attention exactly
incredible,
what's
Jesse.
going on.
Now, cross-referencing them with the database,
It's
I
just
found 2
weird stuff
matches in
happening.
Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
That's true, I agree.
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must
Kids
be
are a
connected to the
huge
Hedron resonance amplifier
responsibility.
somehow.
Like,
All
it's
I
one
know
thing to
is that
take care of
Marshall went
like
to
a
the research
cat or
sector
a
to secure
dog,
the
right?
HRA production
But
after the His first attacked.
taking care of
So,
another
Marshall
human
seems
being
like our
that
best lead on
fully
Dylan.
depends on you
I need to
is
go after
totally
her.
different feels.
How can I get to the research sector?
Use my key card. The
Not to
sector
compare my
elevator will
son
take you
to a
there.
pet, but
Marshall is the next step.
kids really change a
What
lot.
Emily told me about Ordinary,
And,
my powers
you
being
know,
connected to things
even
in
if I
Pharaoh's
could go
past,
back, I wouldn't change
I am
anything.
so
But I
close to
mean,
something.
you know, I wish I was a little
Do
bit
you
more
feel it?
prepared than I was.
Something's coming.
You know, people think that, you know,
We
once you
take
have
turns
kids,
to
you'll know
come
what
for
to
a
do, but
visit.
uh,
I helped you. You
it's
owe me
nerve-wracking
now.
being a parent, and it's
when
hard
time
work.
comes, I will come calling.
But if you do things right, they'll be independent. They'll be good members of society. They'll come to you when they're, you know, struggling or having difficulties, or even, you know, just to say hello. Kids are great, but, you know, if there's people out there like can hardly wait to have kids, like, I would honestly say reconsider. You might not realize what you're getting into. Like, make sure your reasons are to, you know, are for good reasons. See. Energy. Did I have a problem with energy? Not really. But launch damage would be nice. Okay. Let's see. Ah. Find Marshall. Research. I might have to re-ask her where Marshall is then.
Welcome back, Jesse. Hi, Jesse.
I keep finding traces of Darling, but still can't find him. Where could he be?
But he's usually in his office in research or one of his labs. Dr. Darling has quite a few all around the Bureau. Could be hiding in any one of them. I check myself, but I don't have access to most of them.
Sounds like I touched a nerve. He didn't let you into his labs?
Not all of them, no. Some had volatile material. It's ridiculous. I mean, this whole place is volatile material. Could have at least thought up a more convincing lie. I mean, how can I work without access to all the data possible?
But I thought I was ready, but I wasn't ready, you know?
See you soon.
Be careful out there.
But I do love parenting. It's rewarding and difficult at the same time. So this is interesting. For the first time, they're not showing me any specific place to go. I wouldn't know where research is. Let's see. But it's probably around here, right? You would think. Possibly. Let's see. Yep, it's just try your hardest and give it your all, really. You're right. That's what it boils down to. Power plant. That might not be it. Hmm. Oh, I can still move around with the map. Interesting. Let's see. Let's try that other location. Up to the north here. You can only do your best in this world, you know? And for a lot of kids, some people think that, like, everybody has their crap together, but, honestly, most people are just as lost as everyone else. We all think we got it, but not really. Well, those are easier just to peg with yeeting them. Central maintenance. Yeah, I wouldn't know where else to go. Oh, wait. See all that black splotchy on the sides there? That could be research. Possibly. No. Not up here, anyway. Hmm. Furnace chamber. I doubt research would be in a furnace chamber. Hmm. Where to go? There's not much. Maybe an elevator takes me there. I don't know. I don't have much longer to stream today anyway, unfortunately, but sector elevator. Research sector. There we go. Tomorrow I'll be doing Five Nights at Freddy's some more. Security breach. And till Wednesday. I would put the poll up on tomorrow or today, but I think I'll just do Fears to Fathom for Wednesday on. Or chicken kebab.
Would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured that we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud.
Oh, wow, the whole remains.
Welcome.
That's cool.
Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Research sector, huh? Home of the Bureau's mad scientists.
These guys are annoying to hit. There we go. I feel like a cross between Laura Croft and a Jedi with these powers. And I'm actually surprised too, the 30 Days of Halloween event, none of my videos have been underneath 10 views. In fact, most of them have been over 30, and I'm actually impressed by that. That's a good run. Which gives me a sign that I should do it more often, because I am getting more people in. And that's always a good thing. The more people who talk and chat and all that, better. There you go. It is key, yeah. I used to just do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I'm actually legit thinking of switching it up now. And just doing daily if I can help it. Just like I have been this last month. Might be better for my channel, I don't know. Let's see. Popular games. Well, I have been playing a lot of Souls-likes, but I don't know how popular those are. But originally, the intention of my channel was like Souls-likes and retro games. I haven't been retro streaming lately either. I should do more of that. But if you have any suggestions of what games I should be playing, then I'd gladly hear you out. I'm kind of willing to try anything at this point. It's not like I've gotten bad numbers or anything, but
I've been fielding questions
I got you.
regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you
I might be out of the loop though on what is considered popular.
What's the deal with the headroom resonance anyway?
I do buy a lot of the newest games, but not all of them.
Despite what
True.
you may have heard,
The latest Battlefield,
HRAs are not monitoring devices. They're not tracking
I could
movements,
probably wing that.
listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. Whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is
Okay.
classified. One day that classified not water might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat.
That's true. Jaden probably could help me get on with the latest trends. Black Ops 7 is going to be a thing, but I don't hear a lot of positive things about it. But maybe I can be the difference. Aha, okay. Right. I could try those. Easier Black Ops 7, but I can always likely buy Battlefield 6. I wasn't too happy with them though, because Battlefield 2042 didn't really sit with me very well. They kind of irritated me.
She's in
But
trouble.
from what I hear, they learned
We
all
need to
the
reach her.
right lessons from what 2042 lacked. and really set out to make the new game the best that they can and what fans actually want, rather than just what they think they want. Hmm. Can't even get up to where that guy is. I feel like I'm missing something here. Okay. There we go. But to grow my channel a bit, I wouldn't mind, like I said, putting my pride aside and giving DICE another chance. Generally, I don't use walkthroughs. I like going in blind. But it depends. With Demon Souls, I was more worried about give me a second. I was more worried about completing it in 14 days, so I kind of looked up a small guide for that. But otherwise, yeah, I just rather ask my audience and try to figure it out on my own. I think it's more authentic that way. Like, I'd have to be pretty stuck.
Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid. The board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
Well, it depends. One of the reasons beyond just, me getting in the Souls likes after Elden Ring, is that the intention of my channel was to do Souls likes and retro games by maturity, because those were the two fan bases that I saw that were the most vocal, you know, and the most passionate. Um, 'Cause I originally and I still do. I wanted this to be more of a community-based channel. Like, I don't want it to be all about me and all my thoughts and stuff. Like, it's part of why I haven't done reviews really. But, yeah, just a big group of friends enjoying games. And I'd like to have more people on too. So Battlefield 6 might be a good way to do that, I'm
An early
figuring.
hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is
Like, if
subjective,
I'm playing what other
but
people
there
are
was facts to
playing,
prove
then we could
it's an
play
actual
together
place,
and that would be
not a
totally
construct
fun.
of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record
I'm not
footage
too
of the
worried
astral
about
plane
growth.
by
I mean,
monitoring
if,
the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is
like,
the only concrete
I'd
material
like
that
to get
has come out of
monetized
the
one day
astral plane
maybe,
expeditions.
but other than that, like,
Apart from
you know, I don't
shocking
really,
perception. In the
I'd
astral
still
plane
be doing
footage,
this if I
we're
had
always in the vicinity
5
of the pyramid.
subscribers
We've concluded that this, not the entire plane,
or
is
even
what the board
less,
controls.
just
We
because
have
I find it
glimpsed
fun, but
movement, native species always in the distance, and yet
I figured if I
contact was
targeted
made.
the loudest,
We don't have
most
footage of this
passionate
technical
groups
malfunction, but
of
when
the
one of our
gaming space,
astronauts returned, a brain clot
then
naturally flew
eventually I
and
would get a
hitchhiked
lot
a
of people
ride in his
in.
head. It ruptured out, killing
Dark
the
Souls
subject
3
unconsciously.
actually
It's a
saw
relentless predator pursuing thoughts,
quite a bit of a
minds,
good turnout
lethal to
too.
those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
I even got help from one of the, summoning up somebody who was in my chat. Just happened to come by one day, and that was really cool. Playing with other people. I want to do more of that. And I tried to get people into like Marvel Rivals and stuff. Play more with people about that, but it never quite happened. I streamed it every week for a while, and it was actually my lowest view count. Which is a shame, because it is a rather cool game. Ah! What is up with this thing? I guess it's like a boss. That doesn't help. Okay, there's a... Here we go. Maybe I'm supposed to just run away and I'm being silly. Oh, no. Nope. Stop it! Oh, okay, I need another block here. I can't find another Where's another block? Power block. I don't see another one. Here we go. Not too bad of a puzzle. Whoops. I probably should have closed it first. Closed it in. I think I get it. I think I understand what I gotta do. Let's see if I'm right. Okay. Okay, there's the save point. There we go. Oh yeah? Sorry about your laptop trouble. I know how that is. Come on. And lock that bugger in there. Yeah.
What was the Bureau doing with that thing?
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here!
Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
It's using our brains, right? Wait, let's see. Okay. That was something else. Okay. Let's fight smarter, not harder. Yeah. The American way. Gee. Stop that. Okay. I need to get some health back. Hi guys. Okay. Now that the big boy's gone. There we go. So I hate to say it, because I am having fun right now, but it is 11 o'clock my time, so I'm going to have to call it good here for tonight. I'll play Control again next Sunday, and Silent Hill F again on Saturday. Then Monday through Wednesday will be FNAF Security Breach. And then the last 2 days will be Fears to Fathom. So, like I said, I hate to split, especially when you guys made it here and everything, and I got some good views right now, but I will definitely be back tomorrow. I ain't going anywhere, so thank you everyone for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Help share the love and all that, and I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you for stopping by. Seriously.